Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing an October 2024 budget review. So now I wasn't filming during this time, so I didn't film my original budget with me for October, but I was budgeting during that time. So we're gonna go ahead and look through both. So we'll see what I planned in my budget and what I ended up spending and what I ended up making for income. So in October, I did have that transition of jobs. Actually, that was back in September, but it didn't become effective until October when I received those paychecks. So I did go down in some hours. So I didn't know exactly how much I would be making, but I wanted to budget on the low side just to be safe. So for those two paychecks in October, I budgeted $1,650. I was working once for my per diem paycheck, and usually one shift, I would expect to make about $200. For cash back redemption, I have increased this to $150 for October, and this is because I opened a new credit card in the past couple months, and I was expecting to hit my bonus for that, and that was $150. And then I have a sinking fund pull. So I'd expected to pull $432. And now this was for my car insurance and car maintenance sinking fund. My car insurance is due in October. So this is how much I was supposed to pay for my 6-month premium. Now if we go over to how much I actually did make for the month, I ended up being pleasantly surprised and making more compared to what I had originally planned. So instead of the $1,650, my first paycheck was $1,821.44, and my second paycheck was $1,963.66. My per diem paychecks was also higher, and I made $280.43. For cash back, this was also higher compared to my planned $150. And that was $162.36. And then for my sinking fund pull, I had planned for $432, which equaled my 6-month car insurance premium, but I was just a little under at $430.98. And the reason it was a little lower than $1, I had a credit on that account for that amount, so I just paid the difference. Next, moving on, we have my planned savings. So the negative part about this job transition and making a lower income overall is that I'm not able to contribute as much to savings. So previously I was contributing $1,200 to my high yield savings every month. And at this point I was planning to contribute $500. So that's $700 lower. So what I had actually contributed is also $500, so I'm glad that I was able to do so. Next, we move on to my housing. And now most of these have remained the same. So pretty much everything here are fixed expenses. The only one that isn't is my electricity, and I budgeted $55 for that. And then what I ended up spending was exactly that. So all my fixed expenses were charged as planned, but my electricity again was a little under, just like last month. So that's always a welcome surprise. I had budgeted $55 and my electricity was $49.31. Going back over to planned. Here we have my gas, and I always budget about $130. And then for car insurance, this is a new line item, and my premium was due this month, and that was $432. And then in terms of what I ended up spending for this category, my gas again was under, just like last month. So I ended up spending $88.74, and my car insurance was exactly at $432 like planned. I did receive my premium a few weeks in advance, so I was able to budget for it accordingly. And that's where you can see the sinking fund pull came in. And now my last budget item is personal spending, and you can see that I'm in the red a little bit. So I had budgeted for $150, and I spent just a little bit over at $151.11. So overall, not too bad there. So in terms of my bills, they were pretty good. Everything was pretty much within budget. The only thing that was the major hit was my difference in income. So now you see that I'm making less compared to previous, but it was a welcome surprise that I did make more than my conservative budget at the original start of the month. So now my paychecks will be a little different moving forward, but we're going to learn how to budget with those as well. That concludes my October 2024 budget review. If you have any comments or questions, leave those below. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.